One. Hey guys, welcome back to CETV. This is DM Alex coming to you live from Comic Emporium. It is Friday the 25th, and I don't have a whole lot of new stuff to go through with you, but I do want to go over a couple of really big stuff. First off, yes, last week was the release of Chilling Reign, and also Modern Horizons 2 for Magic. We had a great weekend. We also got in a whole bunch of new weapons. You probably saw those come in as well. If you didn't, like we have the Warglaive of Azeroth from World of Warcraft. We have the Dark Repulsor sword from Sword Art Online. We have the Blades of Chaos from God of War, all on the shelf now. And we also picked up this. We've got trainers. We've got some elite trainer boxes in for Sun and Moon for Pokemon. We also have Vivid Voltage booster packs for Pokemon. We actually have a couple of boxes of these, and we've got plenty to go for this weekend. So if you were looking to catch up on your Vivid Voltage collection, we've got them in stock. We also have the Modern Horizons draft boosters and set boosters, as well as the collector's pack. So if you're looking for the Magic Modern Horizons, we've got that as well. And let's see, what else did we get? I think that's pretty much it this week for as far as like new arrivals. We've got minis coming in. We've got a restock on paints for Citadel paints. We have a couple of new LARP stuff coming in. Like, we've got new jewelry for LARP. We've also got a couple of new pieces of clothing for your cosplays. And we'll also be getting in a new shield. If you're a fan of Legend of Zelda, we're going to have the Hylian shield actually on the wall here shortly. It's a full metal shield with strap and handle, so you can actually wield it. And we got a couple of new helmets coming in as well. One of the things I wanted to go over this week, I've been talking about it for 2 weeks now, is if you are in the market to actually maybe price out some of your cards, then I'm going to kind of walk you through how to do that. So if you've got a bunch of old Pokemon cards, or if you've got a bunch of old Magic cards, or whatever trading card game you were into, I'm going to teach you right now actually how to price to see what those cards are actually worth. So the website that we use and a lot of people use is called tcgplayer.com. That stands for tradingcardgameplayer.com. So what you want to do is you go to tcgplayer.com, take the card that you're interested in looking up, and type it into the search bar. And it's going to pop up with a whole bunch of cards that you can actually kind of pick through and look at until you find the right one. Because, if you're looking for Pikachu from Pokemon, I think there's like 80 of them. So you're going to be looking for the right Pokemon that you're looking for. Or if you're in Magic, they have a ton of different sets that the card could be coming from. So you want to actually just go through and pick the right card. So once you get that, then what you do is you're going to look at the fair market value. Okay, and that's going to be what it is if that card is pristine. So if it says, this card is worth 67 cents, that's what it's worth. If it says it's worth 26.45, okay, that's what it's going to be worth in a mint condition. Now you have to actually start taking a look at the card, see if there's any play on it. Look at the corners of it, see if there's any any sort of wear and tear on it. If it's a foil card or a hollow card, however you want to call it, look to see if there are any scratches on the foil. Look to see if you can see silver through. Check the see, is it warped? Is it bent? And then kind of give it a grade on a 1 to 10. 1 being like you can't read anything. This is garbage. It needs to be thrown away. And 10 being this just rolled off the factory and went immediately into a protective sleeve. So you look at that, and then that's how you're going to judge, do I get full price for this, or is it going to be a little bit less than fair market value? Now, if you're coming into Comic Emporium to sell cards and stuff like that, we ask that you bring your best. Don't just bring your entire collection. Bring your best cards, and we'll take a look through them. And, if we're interested in that, we'll make you an offer based on the prices off of tcgplayer.com. So that's how you sell cards. That's how you value your cards. If you're looking to buy cards, this is how you check to see, is this card actually worth what this person is charging me. Or so that's what you want to look at. So tcgplayer.com, that's how you want to start looking at that. Later on, I think next week, I'm going to actually go over how to do the same thing but with your old comics, because we hear it all the time. People like, oh man, I've been collecting comics since I was a kid, I've got a ton of comics. Awesome, we love that. If you want to know what the actual rare stuff is that we've got, then actually go to this one website and you'll be able to look through, just like tcgplayer.com. You'll be able to actually kind of get a good value on that comic. A lot of people are like, hey, I've got Spider-Man #1, or I've got Wolverine #1. Great, let's go find out what it's worth. So I'll go over that later on. That's going to be next week. I'll actually walk you through the process on how to do that. Who knows? You might be sitting on a gold mine. You didn't even know it. So I'm gonna go through all that with you guys. Now, events for the end of June. We've only got 2 events left. All right. So, and they both happened this weekend. First off, we've been talking about it since the beginning of this month. We're very hyped about it here at the store. We have our Geek Trivia Night, which is actually going to be a Geek Trivia afternoon. That takes place tomorrow starting at 1 o'clock. And remember, all you got to do, guys, is write to us either on our Facebook page. You can tag a comment on the end of this video here, or you can email us, or you can just come into the store. And what we want to know is, what are you an expert at? Give me 2 subjects that you're an expert at. So, like, if it's Game of Thrones and video games, man, we want to hear about it. If it's My Hero Academia and Doctor Who, let's go. I'm going to ask you a ton of questions. Well, actually, our Quizmaster Tina is going to ask you a bunch of questions based on that, and it's going to be head-to-head competition. So if you know the answer and it's not your question, you can buzz in and answer it and actually steal that question and get the points for it. We're going to go 3 rounds, and at the end of the 3rd round, we're going to name whoever has the highest point number. They're going to be the one who actually wins first prize, and we actually have really great Lord of the Rings memorabilia for first prize, and second prize is a mystery. So if you're interested in some geek trivia, even if you don't want to participate, if you just want to come and watch, man, come on, we're going to have plenty of space. It's going to be a big event for us. So that's going to start again tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Now, Sunday, we've had a lot of interest in this. We had a lot of people come by. We have our Paints and Pints night. That's going to start at 6:30 Sunday night. Okay, so that's going to be right here in the store. And what we're going to do is, you have your choice. You can either bring your own miniature, your own paints, your own brushes, and you can sit around with a bunch of us that like to paint miniatures, and we're just going to paint for a couple of hours together. This is a good time just to get out and be around other painters, but it's also a good time to brush up on some tips. Hey, well, how do you do this? What's a good use for green stuff? If you don't know what green stuff is, I probably just blew your mind. Come on Sunday and we'll explain what green stuff is. It's great. Okay, but that's a good chance for that. Option 2 for Paints and Pints is, let's say you just want to get into this. You want to get started. What's the big deal, right? Okay, $20 gets you a miniature, gets you a set of brushes. It's going to get you the paint that you're going to need, and we're also going to give you that personalized instruction where, again, this is our paint master, Tina. She's going to actually sit down and explain how to paint a miniature, the step by step. And guess what? The steps are the same no matter what miniature you're painting. It doesn't matter if you're painting a monster, if you're painting a hero. The steps are exactly the same. So that's going to be Sunday at 6:30. All right, guys, that's everything I've got for you this week. We went over the Pokemon, we went over the Magic, and we've got more stuff coming in for the LARP. We've got more stuff coming in for weapons. We've got more stuff coming in for miniatures and paint, and we've got 2 great big events this weekend. Man, I look forward to seeing everybody. I'll be here all day until about 6 o'clock. If you want to come by and just hang out, I'm here. I'd love to see you. And again, I like to thank everybody for all the comments, for all of the helpful tips and tricks that I've been learning how to do. This has been a great experience for me. I'm so happy to be a part of the Comic Emporium family, and I look forward to seeing everybody. So yeah, I will see you guys soon. This is your DM Alex signing off.